Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Subnautica. And today, my standard line, we are going to continue our exploration of the island that we found in the previous episode. And thanks to your amazing tips that you have given me on the last video, now I know that we are on an island that has a lot of edible plants, all around actually. And thanks to that, as you can see, I'm no longer starving. And all the credit goes to, well, apart from you guys who have given me all those amazing tips, to this bulbo tree, because it's edible. And I was initially quite, how to put this, worried. Yes, that's the right word. Worried. Because you told me that here on this island it's the only place where I can find, I think, Chinese potato plant and marble melon. And that I should, but under any circumstances, eat the samples that I've collected. And guess what? The first thing I've done was I ate some. But I've been thinking that, you know, it looks like there were people living here, and a large amount of them. From what I could see from the data log, at least 3 of them were living in this place. So that occurred to me that it would be highly unrealistic if they had only, like, you know, one growth bed with plants to nourish themselves. So my guess is that if we continue exploration around the island, we'll find more places where they were growing their crops, and hopefully we'll find more those interesting plants like marble melons and Chinese potato plants. This bulbo tree thing, that's definitely something that I want to plant in the garden, in my garden, once I establish something like that. But at the moment, well, as you can see, we don't have it. So the plan for today is we'll continue exploration of the island. We'll try to get to all of those bases on top. And I have a feeling that there might be something hidden inside one of those caves. And as you can see, I found the cave here that is suspiciously open and has some alien structures in it. We'll go and explore that cave in detail in a moment, but let's first look, or continue looking, for those exterior grow beds where maybe we'll get lucky and you know, stumble upon a little bit more useful stuff. And well, what can I say? I would be very surprised if that was the only food supply they had. But guess what? My suspicions were correct. In fact, we found a grow bed full of marble melons and maybe even Chinese potato plants somewhere. Well, marble melons for sure, so that's good. And here we are. Chinese potato plants. The bad news is I have a really bad habit, apart from scanning everything that you've already established, and I think regular viewers on my channel are pretty familiar with my knack to scan absolutely everything that moves or not. I'm also pretty known for littering my inventory with useless stuff. So maybe we can pick one small marble melon and one Chinese potato plant. Can I plant this? Or this is not the plantable version? Let's see. For the bulbo tree, what I need to do is chop it. But maybe here I don't need to chop it. Okay, marble melon. I have a lot of seeds. And this Chinese potato. Do I need to chop you? Oh, I destroyed it. That was way less than optimal. So at least I know that I have a lot of marble melon seeds. Good. Maybe that needs to be a small Chinese potato plant. Do we have small Chinese potato plants? Well, doesn't seem like we do. Never mind. So, let's head in to the cave and have a look at this alien structure, because it looks very interesting. And obviously the next step in our agenda, or point in our agenda, and we have multiple, so it's not an agendum. There you have a really bad joke from Colors of Magic, I think. We'll be exploring those mountain view bases. So this looks definitely alien, and I think we also found this purple tablet, haven't we? I think we did. Do we have it? Yeah, we do. Ancient alien tablet with purple symbol. Does that mean it will be usable here? That's interesting. It kind of reminds me of Mass Effect Andromeda and those alien ruins that you find there. Oh, we can scan this. Alien Arch. What's this? Alien Arch. Let's see what the Alien Arch is all about. Okay, we have absolutely no idea. We're guesstimating. Alright. Can I equip this? No, doesn't look like I can. Alright. So, what do we do here? So there are some boxes. Or some pedestals that we can maybe place things on. And definitely looks like a portal, I would say. Yeah, I would be more into a transportation system. Because I have a hard time believing that a highly advanced alien civilization would use this as a religious transition. You know, going from one part of the world to another, especially if there is absolutely nothing on the other side. But I might be wrong. Maybe we have to just look around properly. Maybe there's something hidden behind this pillar here. No. No. Well, doesn't seem like there is anything more to this. Which is surprisingly little. I feel like I'm missing something. Am I missing something? I'm sure that you will tell me in the comments. But if I am missing something obvious, then please do tell me. Because, you know, from what I've been able to establish from the voice logs, it's Aurora is not the first ship that crashed on this planet. Which is suspicious, to say the least. And knowing that there is another ship inbound that is going to apparently rescue us, I'm kind of worried. I'm kind of worried that this might not be a coincidence, and I would hate having another ship crash on this planet for no apparent reason. And yeah, aliens and dead ones. That doesn't sound good. Like, this planet is a vibrant planet that does not seem like it has undergone any major natural catastrophe, because the fauna is thriving, and those ruins here, they are not old. I mean, you can tell they are not very old by the fact that they are not decayed, and I don't think there is any technological level at which your structures would be completely immune to decay and processes. And especially that if you look around, we are kind of like in a rather lush tropical environment, so to speak, or almost. So what I'm trying to say is that all the decay processes should be relatively accelerated and fast. And this looks like whoever built this or used it basically left not so long ago. Maybe a couple years, maybe a decade. 100 years at maximum, I would say, but that's about it. And well, even assuming that this is an alien technology that is kind of, you know, more durable than human technology would be, then it's still, if we push things, that's maybe 1,000 years. And 1,000 years for a spacefaring civilization is basically not long. I mean, humanity has been around for longer than that, and we have structures that are way older than this. So, yeah, it's interesting and worrying at the same time. What happened to those aliens and why their structures are in such good condition. Anyway, enough of my crazy conspiracy theories here. Let's go and try to investigate the base over there. And since this is quite a hike, I'll meet you on top of that mountain. So, we made it to the top, and here we are. Looking at this magnificent base, and interesting thing about this is we have an observatory, which looks like a very interesting room, something that I would definitely want to have in my base. And as you guys told me, and I think well, I have no choice but to agree with that, because that was my feeling for a long time actually, is that most viewers on my channel come to me, or to my channel, because they are interested in interesting maybe solutions that I can bring to the table, and not necessarily my personality, so to speak, which is completely acceptable turn of events for me, and also kind of gives me an information about what kind of content you would like to see and you would like to enjoy on this channel. And I came to a conclusion that exploration games might not be the best choice, even if I enjoy them quite a lot. There's little building to be done, and obviously my appealing personality and kind of relaxed, almost contemplative content, as has been put by you many times over, is probably not the best suited for this kind of games. Which brings us to the topic of building bases. I would really love to bring a cool base for you and kind of, you know, dive a little bit more into the building part of Subnautica. But for that, obviously, what we need to do is first have all the blueprints and materials to actually be able to build something. And so far, that was not the case. So, there's that. So yeah, so there's that. Once we get everything, then I will happily jump into building bases. But back to the topic at hand. What I would like to do is come back here with my inventory more empty than it is currently, and to gather some of that stuff. Maybe I can actually drop some of those voxel shrub seeds. I haven't found any use for those, and they are not listed as something that is actually exploitable. So we'll just grab a lantern fruit. Well, that doesn't sound like a, or look like a seed, so I don't know if I'll be able to plant it, but at least I know where to look for it. Oh, and another interesting thing that I wanted to share with you, that actually after a bit of consideration got me pretty excited, is the fact that in Subnautica, well, maybe there is, but if there isn't, then this is the exciting part. There's no map, so you kind of have to figure out how to navigate your environment based on where you are and landmarks. And obviously this is much harder if you don't have a compass, but we can make ourselves a compass, which I thought would be, and usually is in games, a relatively redundant thing to have, but in reality it's quite the contrary. But since in Subnautica there is no map, but we can have a compass, that simply means that we will be able to navigate the world using triangulation, which is something I actually like doing. And now when I know about this, I'm actually looking forward to it. So expect me to do all the exploration from next episode onwards with compass and you know, maps of my own design and use, and putting my cartography skills to the test. Okay, so we made it to the second base, and luckily for me there are more marble melons and Chinese potato plants around here, so if I ever need it, then I'll know where to look for it. And let's see if there's anything interesting that we can scan. Oh, there's a swivel chair, something I definitely want to have in my off-world office. And even more PDA, the Ghazi habitat location. Alright, so the Ghazi was the ship that crashed here before Aurora, and the people that left their PDAs here were the only 3 survivors, I think, from the Ghazi, and they are no longer around from what I understand, which is surprising, especially if you take into account that we are also infected.
Counters reached statistically significant levels. No adverse effects detected. Be vigilant for symptoms.
So we're infected with some sort of bacteria that is apparently not harmful, but even so, it doesn't look good in my opinion. That means that we will have problems soon. Well, because what are the chances of finding a completely symbiotic alien life form that doesn't want to kill its host? I would say relatively low. So with this in mind, I would like to thank you very much for watching, and I hope that you've enjoyed this episode of Subnautica, even if that wasn't exactly filled with action. But now we have everything to actually start building our first base. So thank you very much for watching again. I hope that you've enjoyed, and if you did, please consider liking this video. If you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. I would also like to thank Jolof and Sharax and all my amazing patrons on Patreon for supporting me. My name is Mark Frim, and I will see you next time.